Hello, hello. How is everyone? Happy Monday. Hey guys. I hope everyone is having a wonderful, wonderful start of the week. And it's just so crazy here. I think it's officially fall, right? Hey guys, for those of you who are actually new to my broadcast, my name is Joanna. I'm the creator and founder of Savvy Chic Design. And I'm also the creator and founder of The Click, which is our private coaching community. And I'm just so happy to go live for this day with a very special guest, which whom I'm actually connected. As you all know, I love social media and the power that it creates. The power it creates for us to be connected, the power that it gives out, that you can actually learn information, acquire new information, and even share information, right? If you actually find this something that you've actually gained through the world of social media, please do let me know. Hey Danielle, how are you? So guys, please do let me know where you are tuning from, and if you're watching me live, go ahead and drop live down there. And if you're watching this one on a replay, my favorite, hashtag replay, right? So for today, we actually have a very special guest. We connected through a similar community, and it's just so amazing. We got connected, we started having a conversation, and there was a challenge that had happened, which is a 31-day video challenge. As you all know me, I'm a video challenge addict or junkie. I think that's what we're gonna call it, right? So if you're actually part of that challenge, drop NLC down there. So this wonderful lady, despite of all her busy tasks that she does, she teaches, she's really on the go, she travels even for quite a number of minutes, but she has really been putting herself out there because she really would like to really learn and create more of that influence that can really help her for her business, right? I think that's the one goal that we are doing. So if you are a fellow entrepreneur, go ahead and let's check out a good friend which I've connected through the world of social media and through the video challenge, and she's gonna tell you more about herself as well. So we have our special guest, Felicia. Let me just make sure and bring her in. Awesome. Hello, hello. Yeah, go ahead and comment down there, guys, if you've actually met. Hey,
Hey, how's it going?
good, good. I know you have been like, came from work and then go live right away. That's just what we call like, let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, I was really, really busy because my commute is a little bit over an hour some days. So sometimes it's a little exhausting. But by the way, I'm Felicia Grimes, and I specialize in visual creatives and branding. And so that's kind of my niche area that I'm really focused on. And so I met Joanna. I have really enjoyed interacting with her. I have learned so much about social media, about how to present yourself, and also with this 30-day live challenge. She is our leader. Oh, she is so awesome. You would love to be on a team that she leads because she really, walks you through the process. She lays everything out. She's highly efficient and organized. She's really a teacher. She doesn't know she's a teacher. It's inside of her, okay? So I'm gonna work that out one day, okay?
Well, coming from a teacher and kind of sees that one, that is just such an honor as well. So Felicia, how I would just like, we've got connected through social media, we start communicating and everything, and then we started to be, bringing each other once we actually find value. How long have you started, doing your business or trying to focus on your niche using social media or Facebook in particular?
Well, I've been on Facebook like over a year, but far as like getting really serious and focused and really like trying different things to figure out what my niche would be, I would say within like the last 6 months. I started really kind of like doing things behind the scenes. And so you don't have to be perfect, but just get the process going and tweak along the way. That's something that I had to think about doing because sometimes as a teacher, you think you have to have everything planned out and laid out to the T. Well, sometimes in life in the social media
Yes.
world, it doesn't work out that way. So sometimes you just have to just get out there, try it, do it, move forward, and just see what's going to stick and follow what other people are
Mm-hmm.
doing. And sometimes you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just follow their model to success.
Yes, that is so true, because that's also how I really started. Find those wonderful mentors and how they're actually doing it and kind of implementing your own personality and twist into it, and it's just so amazing as well. Now, another thing is that what is the thing that how it is that one important aspect in social media is just not basically showing up, it's really building that community, that relationship. How were you able to really do that one? Is that something that, what are the maybe something or tips that you can really share more about, like especially with what you do, right? I mean, you have a certain niche, or building your business and everything, you even still have a full-time job and all. What is it that you think is very important as well?
Well, because I've been teaching for about 20 years and 16 years primarily on the college level, I try to find that balance between my work and then my side business. And so what I've tried to focus on is trying to be consistent. And what I've noticed is trying to be authentic, because when I first started doing Facebook Lives, I was very uncomfortable. And through this 30-day live challenge, it has kind of allowed me to feel more comfortable, because every time I would push that going live button, I would get very, very nervous. And my husband would critique my live. He goes, "This is not you. This is not your true personality at home. This is not how you act in the classroom. Just be who you really are." And I think people will follow you and gravitate to you when they see the authentic you. Yes, you're going to have bloopers and blunders. I already have them. I moved past it. But they will happen. They're going to keep on coming. Okay? You just keep moving. Okay? But really and truly, I try to think about how I'm going to plan out my week for as my social media. And I have like a
Mhm.
plan every weekend for the following week. And one new key element that I'm going to start adding more is going live more. Just being more engaged, bringing more value. Um, I noticed that on the professional development topics, people really like those topics. And so I'm going to start doing a variety of topics and tutorials that will help support people. So, because it's not about you kind of promoting your business all the time, it's about you helping someone else with tips and tricks, because that's going to help them in their business. And that's what I've gained from you, Joanna. I mean, I follow you every day. I see the things that you post. I see the tips, and I go, "Oh, I need to do that. I need to try that out." And it works. It's effective. I think it's just showing up for your audience.
Yes, that is really so true, and I really liked how you really came up. You kind of mentioned about consistency, because there will be like a lot of people. Hey, what is it that some of us have trying and been doing it for years? What is it that we've really done is really just really showing up, because just like what you said, you tend to discover that hey, your audience tend to gravitate more on personal development, some tips that they resonate with, they start to engage with you, and they see really the personality. And I've personally been there, like just like sweating, or kind of like, do I make sense, will someone really understand me, or like like that's my, like sometimes like my tongue gets so all over, especially when I talk so fast. It's just like, is this really making sense? But I had to let go of the
Mm-hmm.
thinking that of the perfect perfect concept, just like what Danielle said, is that don't wait for perfection, just do
Just
it,
go.
just really go through it,
Mm-hmm.
right? Yes. And I love that you have the plan that you have actually you've mentioned. So you've mentioned that you kind of start it like towards the weekend. Like, do you do it like on a day-to-day basis? Is that like a guide? Can you tell us more about? Because I bet a lot of entrepreneurs love to get organized, and you know how it is, right? Sometimes we can be all over. I'm guilty at times. So how do you do that one?
So on Friday is my off day, because I teach Monday through Thursday. I'm off on Friday and I teach on Saturday. Okay. So Friday's my off day to think about what I want to plan for next week. And so now I'm incorporating, okay, what graphics do I want to post? What message I want to focus on? What's going to be my theme for the week? What are my lives going to consist of? And then I have to think about, like, how am I going to incorporating having those individual connections also. So to me, it's like having a plan, a weekly plan, and sometimes you have to modify the weekly plan. And so if I just can't wing it, I mean, I can't wing it on some days, but for a whole week, I like to have everything planned out, like my quotes, my points of engagement, what I'm going to discuss on my lives. I like to have it all planned out, because if something happens, just like today, last minute, I had to rush home, and you want to be prepared. And so it takes prep time. People think that you just get on live and randomly. Now I'm not at that point yet where I can just randomly talk about anything. I have to have my points of reference. There's nothing wrong with having some notes when you're doing your live, because sometimes I can kind of forget like my thought. And if you have it on paper, you
Mhm.
go, okay, let me jump back. And people think that they're just going to freelance it going live. And I think that's your biggest blunder you can make.
Yes, that is exactly, especially when we're all starting, even me still, because we interact with your audience. Like I'm talking to a guest, just like what we are doing right now, and then the free flowing conversation. I said, like, what was it again we're talking about? And it's we're learning this one. We are sharing some tips because through this we were able to really build relationship, build connection, and when you have that commonality among the people that get connected with, because that's one thing, because in the social media noise, you want to see or you want to get connected with a tribe that really resonate with you, your message, and preparing what your contents are really just awesome, right? I mean, like what you've said, you've really prepared it, and like Danielle said, if you don't have a plan, you're planning to fail. That is just so correct. And I mean, imagine it's like upcoming fourth quarter already. I mean, September, last 3 months of the month. It's gonna be end of 2018. Girl, you better be planning.
Yeah, I mean, and it's all about trying to think about forecast what you want to do. And sometimes I get to the point where I forecast for a month. I'll have like my weekly themes, and then I'll go back and fill in the blanks. But
Mhm.
I think that you have to try different things. If you fail at it, try it again. Try it multiple times to see maybe you needed to tweak it. Maybe it was you and your delivery. And so I'm open to tweak things several times and then say, well, you know what, that's not for me. But I'm going to try it
Yeah.
multiple times. I think people think you're going to be successful in every little task you do in social media. You just have to
Mhm.
be willing to take that gamble.
That is so true. That is also that's really a good point and so funny. I'm actually listening to the audiobook of Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V, the Crushed It, and he was really telling about just keep on trying different social media platform, keep showing up, and then if it doesn't work for you, try to see something else, because in the social media platform there's really a lot, and when you really put yourself out there, it's that constant decision that, hey, I know there's something that I want to share. I want to connect with people. I want to find my tribe so that I can really build
Mhm.
that authentic relationship. And doing that, when you're consistent with your what you put out there, people will see it. I mean, people will really see it, even though sometimes you question yourself that
Mhm.
do I make sense?
Mhm.
Some people, there will really be people who will say, "Girl, you really make sense," something of that. So that's why when you ought not to be afraid of really getting out of your
Mhm.
comfort zone. And I'm so proud of you, Felicia. I mean, we've did this one. I just communicated with you. Hey, are you willing to do this? Because I've been doing this. It kind of helped me, and I want others as well to have this opportunity. And we're just so thankful for Fallon and
Oh,
Glenn to
definitely.
really have this challenge. And I think you're planning to join the next challenge, or you're kind of thinking
I'm
about
doing it.
it. You are awesome. Yay. There you go. Another 31-day challenge, I think, which is going to be so great. I think it will start next week,
Yes.
right? I think it will be next week, Monday. That's what I know, that it will be starting. So, if you would like to really build wonderful connection with other like-minded individuals, build your tribe of supporters, having that set mind. This is a wonderful thing, and go ahead, you can ask Felicia for the details as well, or even me. We're so happy to actually excited. Now, what is the one tip, or maybe some tips, besides showing up, being consistent on social media, putting yourself out there, show your personality, when you have really the clear intention of building relationship, what is it that you have done, um that you can really share to those who are trying to really make that connection in the social media world?
I think that it's important just to get to know people as human beings and not somebody that you see like in your timeline or on your news feed. I mean, I reach out and give PMs to people. I have people that I notice that maybe they're like going through some type of health situation, and so I reach out more. And so I think people need to see that you care, because just scrolling and
Yes.
saying like small talk, but people want to authentically know that you have an interest and you have an investment in them. I mean, there have been times where people will post something and I go, well, let me PM you. I have some information that I can share to help you because this is my background. This is what I do every day. And so I think it's going that extra mile to share more value. Sometimes it's on a personal level versus putting it out publicly. Because some people they don't want their business completely out to the whole world to know and see. And so I've established a lot of personal relationships with people just because I reached out to them and they felt comfortable to the point where I've taken phone calls. I haven't met anybody like you yet in real life, but I'm sure that's going to happen. But I think it's building that true, authentic relationship is the key.
That is, yes, that is so true. I was in that stage as well, kind of thinking who else can I like talk about my product or my services. But when you really try to let go of that, just really have, you know what, I'm gonna talk to this person because I think she's someone that I would like to connect with, build relationships, start a conversation. Yes, introduce still what you're doing, right? Are you open? That's one thing. Ask still that person whether they're open to actually check out what you're doing, because at the end of the day, that is what we are trying to accomplish in showing up, right? And but then if they're not, if it's not yet the right time, if they're not interested, still build that
Mm-hmm.
relationship, because you never know when they
True.
actually your product, your
Mm-hmm.
services, what you offer, and you've actually you've kind of planted that seed. At the end of the day, it's just amazing, especially when you see people that you've connected on social media. It's just so amazing. I met Deborah Dunhoff a while ago. I think you followed
Mm-hmm.
me with that
Mm-hmm.
one. The one that I'm actually meeting, some I'll be meeting Fallon in person and other tribe members or wonderful entrepreneurs by November first week. So that is just so amazing as well. So please do invite them, Felicia, on all the projects that you have, maybe your page where they can actually follow you. Please do feel free to invite them.
Okay, we'll do definitely.
All right, so just go ahead and check out Felicia's personal page for all the things that she is actually doing. She's still going to continue and really do live videos.
Mm-hmm.
She has a lot of content that she can provide, especially with the background that she has. And if you actually find value in this one, always remember to connect with wonderful people, reach out to people whom you think could actually help you either with what they do or maybe what they put out there. That's the power of social media and the power of connecting. So again, Felicia, thank you so much for doing this with me. I really appreciate you. I'm here supporting you and really cheering you to all the things that you're doing, and I know you're gonna crush it.
I thank you so much. And Joanna, it's been a wonderful experience just to get to know you and learning from you as well. And I do appreciate everybody that's participated to show to just viewed our live because this was kind of like a time that we were trying to make things work. And I appreciate all the viewers today. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You all have a wonderful day.
Bye.
Bye. All right. So I hope you actually find value in that one, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, this is Joanna, your visual gal, and we're in it telling you always visualize your dreams. Have a wonderful day.